Hello, I'm Rebecca Sandalhay, and in this video I will discuss the benefits and limitations of using ICT in the primary visual arts classroom. I will also briefly look at how and why it has been integrated into classrooms globally. I have been researching why primary art teachers around the world are making a move to integrate and incorporate ICT in their lessons. In this video I will look at 3 separate resources that I found useful in clarifying this trend. The first resource is an internet website called Entitlement to ICT in Primary Art and Design. This website was created by the National Society for Education in Art and Design in England. The second resource is a YouTube clip titled ICT Special Primary Creative Arts 1. It features a panel of 2 freelance art education consultants and a Year 6 Art and Design coordinator and is set in London. This panel reviews 3 ICT resources and their usefulness in an arts setting. The final resource is a conference paper called Main Prerequisites for Introduction of ICT in Visual Arts Education in Croatian Primary Schools. This paper shows the results of a survey that was completed by 31 Croatian primary art teachers on their thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs towards ICT and its uses in visual arts lessons. In this video, I look at these 3 resources in a little more depth, identify the technologies that the teachers and students are using, and discuss some of the advantages and limitations of using ICT as a tool for enhancing visual arts in schools today. It is important to consider technology and look at how it can be used in arts classrooms because of how society is evolving. Technology is a big part of everyday life now, and its uses are not limited to ICT specialists. Everyone uses it, and we need to prepare our students for the reality of the century and society they live in. We need to give them skills they need to thrive in their chosen careers and day-to-day lives. The way things are done is changing, and we, as teachers, need to upskill to see that our students get the best education possible. This website is jam-packed with information on how and why to use ICT in an art classroom. It is very useful for schools and teachers who are considering moving with the trend but are unsure of why things are changing and the benefits of modernising teaching and learning. There are multiple pages of information available that hold much information on things from advocacy to e-learning and case studies. This site was created to highlight the benefits and issues of using ICT in association with an arts classroom. Examples given are: it enhances ability to explore, develop and present ideas, helps students identify the validity of sources and teaches them to be critical researchers, provides new mediums to investigate and create art with, the ability to exchange and share ideas more effectively, the ability to work both independently and collaboratively more fully. The technologies this site promotes for use in the classroom are computers, scanners, digital cameras, printers, internet, and various software. ICT is seen in a very positive light throughout this site, but one of the issues that is mentioned is that technology is evolving rapidly and many schools cannot keep up. Some schools have much ICT usage and others have little to none. The second resource that I'm looking at is a YouTube clip called ICT Special Primary Creative Arts 1. It was created July 29, 2013 by the Academic Grid. It features a panel consisting of Hermione Coburn, the presenter, Kevin Matheson, who is an independent art consultant, Anna Petit, who is a Year 6 teacher at a primary school in Upminster, and education consultant Adrian Jones. They reviewed the use of 3 different technologies. These technologies are Artisan Cam, which is a website showing video footage of artists at work as well as showcasing their art pieces. And it also shows workshops done in schools and gives students the opportunity to communicate with the artists. The second resource is Photoshop Elements, which is image manipulation software. And the third is Velito 2, which is a graphics tablet. Anna, the Year 6 teacher, discusses how the use of these technologies went in her classroom and how they benefited her students' learning and her students' responses to the technologies, while Kevin and Adrienne add to the discussion using their strong educational knowledge base. This clip is a great resource for teachers who do not have much ICT knowledge but are looking to find resources to use in their arts room, because it gives examples and demonstrations on how to use these 3 resources that it suggests. They have an ICT specialist who provides more detail and product tests the resources, as well as summarizing the pros and cons of each. The final resource is a conference paper based around statistics gathered from 31 Croatian primary art teachers. The two main purposes of the paper were to modernise teaching of the arts in primary schools and introduce and get recognition of ICT as one of the multidisciplinary themes. It states that ICT is a valuable tool to various fields of learning and promotes interdisciplinary learning. It also suggests that this interdisciplinary style of learning gives students interest, self-regulation and independence, as well as access to information from all over the world, and develop collaboration and communication skills. This paper highlights that an issue of using ICT in schools is that in the curriculum nothing is explicitly or implicitly mentioned about teachers and the ICT knowledge they should possess. In other words, there are no guidelines for ICT usage in schools. This paper basically shows that many art teachers have a very minimal understanding of the best ways to utilise ICT, but that they know it is a very useful tool and comes with benefits such as student interests. In varying degrees, all the teachers want to see more ICT in their rooms because they are aware of the many benefits to teaching and learning it presents, even though they have not previously used it in their classrooms and don't have much experience with it. Some of the technologies mentioned in this paper were software, hardware, internet, projectors, printers, scanners, and interactive technologies. These days, most teachers are aware of the many various forms of ICT and the benefits and endless possibilities it holds to enhancing teaching and learning as a multidisciplinary theme in art schooling today. There is a want to move towards modernisation, but a lack of training, knowledge and accessibility are holding schools and teachers back. Many art teachers are trying to include ICT in their lessons, and in more advanced and funded schools there is a wide range available for teaching and learning purposes. In these more advanced schools, there are things such as printers, scanners, digital cameras, internet, computers, software, hardware and interactive devices, and much more are starting to become as normal to the classroom as a pen and paper. There are advantages and disadvantages to each of these technologies. Many people worry that the introduction of ICT eliminates a lot of hands-on art learning, but in reality it should be used to enhance design, presentation, or even provide a wider range of mediums to work with. As art teachers, it is our duty to search out the more appropriate forms of ICT to modernise our lessons. We need to weigh the pros and cons, research, learn for ourselves, and then make educated conclusions as to what technologies will benefit our students and their futures best today. Every art teacher has a set of attitudes, beliefs, and on how teaching and learning is supposed to be and look. But with the right research, you may find your beliefs will change. Society is changing, and we need to learn and move with it to provide the best education possible. Here is a summary of some of the pros and cons that I've mentioned. Links to the resources that I have reviewed today can also be found on my webpage.